Alright, what is up, guys? Let's get it on. Alright. So we nailed it last night as usual. It shouldn't be like a surprise, right? At this point, it should just be like, yep, again. We did it again. Like, that's how I'm starting to feel here. It's just like every fucking day. So it's a good problem to have. Um, Zoom out. Savage rally at the end of the day here. But as the thumbnail says, we'll start off with Bitcoin first and the cryptocurrencies, and then we'll move into the indices. Let me pull up the chat real quick. Pop this out. I need to share it too to YouTube. Not that one. I forgot to schedule it, and I was like, "Oh shit, I totally forgot." Let's do it this way. Give everyone a chance to know what's up. No, it's not. Right channel. How's everyone's trading today? You guys do all right? Going live right now. Oh, I keep forgetting I can do this. Or I can put the video in there. Nice, that's much better. Okay, that way at least everyone knows. Gets a little bit of a heads up. Let's turn this off. And pull up the chat. No, zero there. My mouse is like super sensitive. Fuck you, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's kind of whipping my ass today. Yeah, it's stopped out, I'm sure of it. I should probably just stop trading it. I did really good this morning, and then yeah, once we got into that kind of like this channel it's in right now, it's just like I know what it's doing, but I keep fighting the channel. It's stupid. I should just go with the channel, but I keep fighting it. What up, Left? Galaxy Trader, yo, did you an analysis? No, dude. I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. No, I was thinking about that when we went last night when we were on stream. And then it bounced off I think you said the 89 area. I think that's what you said. And it bounced right off that. I was like, oh shit, dude's got some skills. He's got the gift. Yeah, we'll go over that in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Alright, let's go to a daily chart here. Fix this shit. Detox. Damn. You got a lot of names there, bro. Detox, body cleanse, massage therapist, colon cleaning and shit. Damn. That's a long name, bro. How about you retracted your message though? What's that, bro? All right. So we stayed in this channel that we talked about in Bitcoin for quite some time yesterday. Hit the top of it, and I thought it'd just pull back, but it looks like it broke it completely. What'd you say? You being mean? Making fun of me, bro? What up, Josh? Too much info. Got you, bro. Um, I feel you. All right. Okay. So I'm obviously long term. Um, but I really do like scalping Bitcoin way more than I do anything else. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I was just messing with you. I wish the platform to trade on was just a little bit better. It just pisses me off a lot of times to trade the leverage Bitcoin. Nice, keep at it. Keep grinding, bro. Like they're limiting my trading quite a bit. Like every time I try to go long a certain amount, I think it's just because my account's grown. I think it was fine when it was little, but now it's like I'm trying to go long or short, $500 worth, and then that's times, um, 750. I'm sure it's like a lot of leverage, but don't put it up there. You don't want people to trade it, you know. So they'll like let me do one position like that, and then they'll stop me. If I win that position, it seems like then that error will pop up and it won't let me put it until I size down. Okay, so we pulled up into the balanced area here. Uh, Yeah, it's looking pretty bullish here. Um, I don't really like how we went right back into the range though. If we think about it, is this like the range? Um, like from here to here, we went above it and then right back into it. That's actually not a bad looking turtle soup there, actually. That's the first one I've seen in a long time that looks actually like pretty good. What do you guys think about ICT? That dude motherfucker's lying. I want a death certificate. I told my girl that, and she was like, I was actually like doing the voice typing onto Twitter, and my girl's like, you cannot say that. Like, I'm just keeping it real, dude. The dude's fucking shady, man. Ain't no fucking way his mom died. I don't think so. I think you just need an excuse, and what better excuse? Well, people not question other than your fucking mom dying. That's about the only one. Okay, I want to look and see why we rejected into there. I'm sure there's a balance area. So we pull back and we rally right back up, and then now this balanced area here should offer support. So it's kind of stair stepping its way up as price does, but eventually this is going to end, and the stair stepping is going to stop when that happens. Hopefully it breaks out. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm thinking it's probably going to look something like it does down there. It did this before, right here. Yeah. What we're in right now looks similar to this if we went like this. I don't know. It won't go in replay for whatever reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if we just did this, it's the same exact thing, like to the T. The equal highs here, went above it, came into whatever's in there, and then pulled back inside the range, and then blast up, and then the party ends, and they take out and come back into this balance area here because there's inefficiency there. So I think that's probably what's going to happen here. I mean, it makes no sense, right? It's a daily chart playbook instead of a you know hour or whatever. Okay, this is Bitcoin. It's just this area here, man. It's not good. Um, I don't know how price reacts to these halvings either. I wasn't into Bitcoin when it was like before. All right, and then Ethereum doesn't look bad here actually. I'm starting to add into it more. I do want to look at the futures contract though, just to see if it's fill those gaps or not. Mm, crypto. I didn't put it on my chart. What a dick. ETH.CME. It'd be cool if we could trade the full contract size of these with the futures companies. That would be dope. I think I would tear it up. There it is. Okay, so the futures contract is going to give you like an idea of the gaps, and the gaps are very important, as we know. All right, so we still have this one still open, that one's still open. So is this a failure swing? Probably. I think we'll probably see like a sell the news event with the crypto. All right, let's go to our indices, and then we'll do a little meme coin breakdown at the end here. Okay, so here's the weekly projection. Yeah, I don't know. Unless this is high of the week, it could be the high of the week. I don't know. It's not look bearish here though. And that chart is looking messy. All right, it's blast that shit. There we go, much better. Weird price action, huh? Like that's a channel if I've ever seen one. Like you get the upside. I can see it without even drawing it on there. Where's that channel thing? Yeah, I don't really like the channel, so let's just go like this. And then we'll just clone this bitch. Oh, what do you know? Crazy, huh? So it looks like a channel to me. It looks like it's starting another one. So as we saw once it broke this one, so once it broke it, it dropped like a rock. And then now it looks like it's consolidated, and now it's starting to form a new upside channel. So I'm going to leave this on my chart as long as it doesn't get in my way. A lot of times it'll get in my way because it likes to fill this in with color, and even though there's no color there, it's still, when I click my mouse, it tries to stop me from moving it. So last night when it did this, I did not think that price was going to go and go and go. Like right here, I was like, oh, I'm going to short this bitch. And it kept just going. I remember last night, like, what the fuck? And then I finally decided to go long, like right in here when it was too late. So let's look at last night. It's the same exact thing that it did last night. To the T. All right, so we're in this grind right now. We're in the beginning of the grind phase here, I think. So it grinded last night. For almost 50 points, man. That's a lot of grinding. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to get long as fuck. I think this fucking, like, I can't seem to pass the take profit trader fucking eval, dude. Like, look, I got savings in the bank and whatnot, man, because fuck, dude. It's starting to, like, get to me a little bit, like, because I keep trading with too many accounts, and then it's like, like, kind of fucking my head. Want to see if Nas is about to make a new high? Yeah, we can do that, my dude, for sure. Yeah, and you guys also see what else is here. There's a broad information that we're into. So be FYI that. I would say, yeah, if it can get past this balance area, I don't see why not, dude. This is all balanced in here. Like, you can tell it's just been balanced, been consolidation for, like, ever. Like, let's measure this and see how long this consolidation is. Yeah, it's a long consolidation. I don't know. I feel like that gap though is right there. I don't know. I can't give up on it already. So I don't think this week we're going to put a new high in, but I think it could. It's what the market does, yeah. So I don't think we'll do it this week though, man. Yeah, so that consolidation, I would say, lasted until there. It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks of trading days, just about. So it's a lot of days. Yeah, and we're on the right side of the curve now. It looks bearish to me. Like, see it? Like, yeah, I feel like if we split this bitch in half, or even right there, we're on the right side now. Like, the curvature is changing. There's, yeah. So I don't think so, man. Not anytime soon. But I remember saying this somewhere else too. Where is it at? I think it was in here. And we went down, but then we just popped right back up. Yeah, it's right here. So this is kind of similar to the price action too. You can see how choppy and nasty it is. Yeah. Curious. If I do this there. And then see where it broke out. I'm just curious if I put it over here if it'll look the same. I've never used these for like trend lines. They seem to work though. If you put it on there, it seems to fucking like work. Oh, that's creepily. That's creepy, man. How similar it is. Man, so there's the new one that I just put on there. That is a trip. I've never looked at this shit. I don't even know what this is. I thought it was just a drawing tool. Weird. Huh. So do we keep like going down like we did there, and then does it break out like in this area here? That would be sick, right? If it just like works its way down, like it did, and then and gone. Yeah, I don't. That's not my game, my dude. I don't look at that. Anyway, I used to look at it, but I don't anymore. I think you can just read it just based off the price action alone. I think if the market structure will tell you all. For me personally, I can just see it in the market structure most of the time. This is nasty price action though too. I'm not really trying to look at Nasdaq for analysis, really at all. Much rather look at ES. So ES doesn't really have that, like, you know what I'm saying, it's starting to here, but it could already get back inside its trend line. It could do that this week. You could pop right back up in there. So last time we did this, that was the result. I think that's gonna happen again here. I'm like not 100, but I was like feeling like 99. Now I'm like, um, I don't know. I still feel like 70% chance it happens. Okay, let's go. We'll look at spot gamma and go over the best trades of the day, and then we'll look at meme coins. I don't like how I get why it bounced right here. Like I get it, but I don't like it. Yeah, it didn't even touch it all the way. So it's making me kind of feel like that long position I put on is kind of not gonna work because you have this volume imbalance there. It tapped into. It's probably balanced too, I'd imagine. Yeah, it's pretty close. So if it breaks this trend, then I'll go short and see if I can get long. All right. Man, I gotta stop tap. Good dick. Let's look at Spot Gamma. I don't know. I feel like they wrote me email. I might not have access to it right now. PayPal's been fucking my shit up, man. And really weird. Like if you go over the amount limit that you have on your account, like too much money, and they bitch. Like, put all new incoming deposits into my account on hold, and it's been like forever, man. Like, give me my money. I think it gets released here in the next couple days, but it's not cool to do that. Okay, so I would assume today was a negative gamma. Ooh, it was 0.056. So we haven't got like a reading, like a real negative reading yet. So, um, and they closed bullish today. That's interesting. Tomorrow we have CPI, FOMC minutes. Yay, yay. It's gonna be a good trading day. I'm gonna go to bed early. All upcoming earnings listed, blah, blah. Okay. Friday, they have the banks. Yeah. Friday and Monday are the banks. So if some of these are in the PM, it doesn't look like any of them are, but definitely watch out for that with the end of day drift. Didn't you guys catch the end of day drift today? I caught it. It was pretty good. I front ran it though. No, I'm not. Not offline, bro. Okay. Says the major key levels held today except for the put wall, which dropped down to our largest absolute gamma strike. Ooh, that's a bearish as fuck sign. When that's happening, like you have when that's the option traders repositioning, right? So they rolled their position down. So it looks like it was up here, and then now they rolled their position down, thinking prices. They're seeing what I'm seeing. They're seeing it roll over. Like it's pretty noticeable that price is rolling. Like we're not going up anymore. We went up, and then now we stalled, and now we're going down. So it's just basic. Like it's pretty noticeable. So I'm assuming that they're seeing what I'm seeing. We'll see if they punish them for it or get rewarded for it. Because they could just like rip it up, you know. But I don't think that's gonna happen. But they could. We dipped into the danger zone today, but today price recovered back to the volatility trigger, coincidentally reinforced by VWAP. Prices were underneath the volatility trigger. So the volatility trigger is like risk on, risk off. Market gamma remains neutral, which means that the ordinary protections of positive gamma are missing, which provides padding that discourages significant direction breakouts. However, neither do we have adverse conditions that are to the point that would promote amplified volatility. Interesting. Okay, so he's actually this is cool. So he says tomorrow morning CPI, which has received a lot of extra attention lately after Thursday's sell-off. If CPI prints within expectations, then there's a muted market reaction. Then most likely outcome will be IV crush, which will then be bullish. That's very true. Yeah. Based on the overnight modeling, we see the most call at 5250. Play ball between 5200 and 5300. That's cool. He actually gave zones for once. Usually doesn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about that, Josh. Yeah, I'm definitely not an expert on that at all. Is that what happens? Interesting. It's something that I want to get more into because I like the macro stuff. I like the macro. I think it's super interesting. I like learning about it. So it popped right back up there. I think this is that grind, man. Look, it looks very similar, except for I just don't like that it didn't touch that doji there. So I think there's a doge. No, there's not. They're not gonna leave this open. There's no way. Let's look at yesterday's. I don't think they're gonna leave that doji open. I just don't think they'll leave it open. That doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. Maybe they'll go up and then drop back down and hit it. Okay, so here's last night. Yeah, last night we didn't have anything open below it. Look at this. Look at this broadening formation, guys. I didn't see this when I was trading today. I wish I would have. I would have made a lot more money. That's the thing about broadening formations. They always pop out after the fact, but during the fact, they're kind of pain in the ass to see a lot of times. Josh says, yeah, if they pause, it's fine. It can say where it's at. We get to 4%. There's a big problem. Okay. Yeah, I just think they got to figure out a better way to fuck with the economy, man. Like, stop overheating it and stop killing it. Like, just find a happy medium and leave it alone. Because I feel like all that happens is the rich get richer in this kind of environment because they buy assets. And if you have assets, they increase in value. And then if you don't have any assets, though, the dollar decreases in value. And then you're left holding your hands. And then, yeah, and then when everything gets cheaper, the rich have money, so they're going to buy more assets. And then once the economy heats back up, they're going to sell their assets, and it's just rinse and repeat. That's my plan for when I get older. That's my exact plan. Sounds pretty solid. Okay. All right. So there's the top of the broadening formation. Even goes deeper here. I think you could even go like this, which is a pretty pitch perfect broadening formation here. And then to tap. So you have that one to this one. Beautiful. So if I would have seen this though, I saw, where is it at? I see them, but I ignore them. I see them all the time, but I ignore them for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't trust them very much because you will get burned by them. They're not like, the all in be all or anything. So I do get burned by them. Having that happen so many times, you start not trusting them, and that's dangerous. But this one's that's a good one. I like it. All right, let's look at the best trade of the day. I think it's pretty obvious. The trade that we predicted last night. So we had it on E8, ES here. Yeah, throat's all fucked up. I think I deleted the lines. I posted a video on Twitter about it. But anyways, so we talked about price last night coming up into and making that decision like up into here. So and that's exactly what it did this morning. And then I was investigating this a little bit more. Oops. And it's just a little baby inefficiency here that they reach all the way up in there for. It's quite fucking cool. So we have these lows here, right? Let's put a line on our chart. Boom. This is where we had the balance at, because we used the balance from here to there, which puts that in half back in the same area. Remember we went over like finding two of them together on different time frames. So you had that and that, that and that. They both equaled that. Make sure this is correct with it. Let's make it like a number 1 so you guys can see it. How fucking on point this is. Okay, so let's put on that little line there. There we go. Alright, so now let's look at Friday. So it came up here, right? But it didn't get all the way in there. It left a little inefficiency here. So this is like the true inefficiency in my eyes. So from there to there, no one from this point on, price went up through there really fast. Sellers didn't have a chance to sell. Sellers get a chance to sell, but buyers don't have a chance to buy. Price comes up, but then it's not even. And then we start making lower lows, and then we blast it. Filling that in. Not even a tick off. It's not even a tick. I think it's like, let's see. 1 tick. Yeah. Very cool. I think it's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think if I was awake, I would have shorted the fuck out of that. I didn't short it, but I didn't really trade a whole bunch today with like a whole bunch. I just took a couple really good trades that were half back to balance. Easy trades. Low stress. It goes in here. I took it in here. There's really low stress, like it's pretty easy to identify. And I think in this one, this here, it's pretty interesting. If I remember right. Alright, so we're gonna take this. Yeah, maybe it's not that one I was thinking of. I think I don't know, I posted the video on Twitter, so where I took the trade. I think I went like this or something. So I did something funky with it and it worked. Yeah. So I went from that kind of like searching. I was kind of pushing it is what I was doing. I should have just accepted that it wasn't happening, but it worked. So maybe I'll try to figure out why it worked. So you take it on that high and then put it on that low there. The high. And yeah. So I shorted there, price came back up, consolidated, went to half back here of this little area, took that one. If I can get this stupid thing to stay. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so when price came back up into here, I didn't short here. I caught the I didn't do the phase 1 short. So there's the phase 1, right? So it's something I talk about all the time. So you have your balance area, your consolidation, take the high, the low of it, and then you have your 50%. But then when price, once it comes back, it's gonna do a tap back to balance, usually the top of balance. Oh, that's so ugly. There. So up, up, down, up, down. And then it breaks, right? And then when it comes back to it here. This thing's pissing me off. It just looks bad. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so once it comes back into here, right? So price is gonna come up. It's not gonna go half back. That first way, you should not expect it to. I think it actually does half back of this doji right here, if I can remember right. Yeah, it's pretty close to it. Anyways, but on any other time frame, it's not going to be a consolidation here. It's going to be just a little candle. So there's that phase 1. So it's just programmed that way. It's just what it does. So it comes to the bottom of the balance, which if we extend this in time, it's right here. So it comes right there. taps it, and then drops down. Where does it go back to? Your low balance area here before the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in a row. So your balance, and it comes back to there. And then what's it do? Then it goes to half back, which is the half back's like right in here. And then it goes lower. And that's the trade I took. And then I'm pretty sure I got stopped out on the second one here and pushed out. And then that was it. I made really good money on this here because I sized up pretty good size on it. All right, let me catch up on your comments, Josh. Yeah, you have to explain that to me. I'm not sure. I don't know much about bonds either. It's interesting. All right, let's go to Nasdaq real time and see what's going on here. See if that grind is up. It's continuing. It is. Like I thought. Wrong account. Yeah, big gains. Get it. No. Yeah, it's a slow grind. It did the same thing last night. It's tiring. I haven't done any like crypto meme shit in forever. My account's not growing. It's kind of stagnant right now. So that's why I wanted to do it. It's a good time. Do it about this time of evening. If you do it right, too close to the New York close, it's when they start measuring the volume over again. So you get like a bunch of weird readings here. All right, so first up, this dude here. He's already up quite a bit today, though. That's all right, though, because they go and they go and they go. All right, let's pull up it. I like the 3-day chart for my analysis here. Let's go to time USD. And I guess they partnered with this other company that I really like their charts that they make, but I can't find it on here on TradingView. Okay, so this is one I've been in and out of since the lows here. I wish I would have just held it though. All right, so where's the balance that's not been mitigated? Like immediately this points out to me, but I'm pretty sure that's where it went last time. Yeah, pretty close to a half back. All right, so that one's done. So now, where is it going to go up above that? Looks like to me it'd be this doji up here. So is that 2 times, away? Fuck yeah, it's like 3 times. We'll drop down though and make sure. Because I've had that happen where I don't like drop down and I'm getting screwed over. So be careful with that. So we do have this area here, that's the one that it dipped into. Oh, it didn't. Okay. All right. So that's probably where it's going right now. That makes more sense. So this is that phase 1 I'm telling you guys about. Phase 1s are good trades, depending on how far away the balance is. So if the balance is really close to it, probably not that great of a trade. But if it's like this one, where, it took off from here, its balance was all the way back down here, right? You guys see this? Like I don't know how every single market, like I wouldn't think every market has this, but every market I've looked at is this what it does. And then once it comes back to the balance there, then it will either come up here, come up into the upper balance here and fail. And that's your failure swing. So that's why you have a failure swing. Or it will go half back and then down. And then sometimes what they like to do, you'll see them not, like in this example, like let's say price did not go to half back. Let's say it failed right here. Yeah, so price, let's say it fails right here, goes lower, and then consolidates. You have to be aware that that half back hasn't been hit yet. and it's going to be at some time. So at some time they may like drop it down here, but at some time they're gonna push it back up and it's going to go back to there for whatever reason. All right, so I'm not gonna fuck with this one. I don't really like it. I'm in this one. I got in this one 2 days ago, I think, before it started popping off. My profit target's up here, well over 2. That's a tripler. Then I think I exited this one. That sucks. Pretty sure I did anyways. Let's see. Hello. Looks like Bitcoin's trying to go lower here. Let's look at that real quick. I think that might be a decent trade if it's balanced right now. Wait for Coinbase to do its fucking thing. Jesus. Okay, and like if you're on the higher time frame having trouble finding the balance, if you go like I do it on a low time frame all the time, I just zoom all the way out. And it's pretty easy to identify it from there. Like I'd say that move up here, we had this consolidation here. I would consider that as balance. So we'll go to push. Yeah, let's see if it fails here or not. I don't like that it pushed past it. But if you see here, it bounced here. So let's use that as the balance. And then the phase 1 can tell you a lot, like because price dipped down here, bounced, that this is most likely the balanced area to the algorithm. Boom. And boom. We'll see what happens here. All right, Coinbase, what are you doing? Coinbase does not like VPNs. Lose my shit way down. All right, Suku. And if you guys are interested, I found a whole bunch of other platforms that allow leverage. Some of it pretty modest, some of it not. It's like most of them are like 100 to 150. Which isn't bad either, that's still a lot of leverage. When did I sell it? Like, when did I decide this was a good idea to sell it? I bet it's like yesterday, watch. Yeah, it's just taking forever though. Too many windows open. Oh, there it is. It's right there. That's fucking annoying. It's so slow. Huh. So that's when I bought it. No, I guess I sold it a minute ago. So I must have been holding it for some reason. It's weird. All right, so let's see if it's worth trading or not. Now, you can make a lot of money like this with a little bit of money very quickly, especially if Bitcoin's holding at the highs like it is right now. You make a lot of money. Like I took that account from only like couple $100 and back in, I think 3 or 4 months ago. And now it's at 10K, and I keep withdrawing money out of it. All right, so this one's like right at its profit target. It has one more up to there. That one's to doubled. So this one already mitigated it. So this one's done. See that? How it did the half back. So yeah, I mean, it's not quite double, but I mean, it's definitely a good trade. Yeah, I'll wait on that one. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. This one's almost at its thing. I sold this one too. Like I had all these, because they showed up. You know, they usually show up the day before, 2 days, 3 days before, and then I fucking sold them, man. Especially this one. I sold this one, which was just stupid. You can see it. Like look at this. Look at this. Look how stupid I am. You can see it came right back to both my zones that I had drawn out here. So I had that doji there, came back to it. So some point I entered here. Like I entered here. And then price went up into the balance here. You know, so I sold it. And then price came back to a lower time frame balance here to the tick. And yeah, then I didn't buy it. So I don't know why I didn't buy it. Not very bright, man. Did all that analysis for nothing. This one is no, doesn't meet the criteria. So I like the double criteria because like that way I can relax, you know, because I'm gonna be pretty certain it's gonna go there, unless it's like a newer kind of crypto that I'm interested in that I think's cool. Then I don't do that. Like this one's a decent crypto. It's got some shit going on. The seller network, I don't know what the hype's about. I went on their website and it's not all that in a bag of chips, but it's a newer coin. This one, I made bank on this one. This was a 60% move overnight. And yeah, it way overshot that balance. So this one's gonna go up still. It's just coming back probably to here. And this one's a good one because its profit targets are non-existent. So there's nothing above it. So when it's likely to go, it's gonna go a long ways. I don't know nothing about that one. This one I have, it'll take off to new highs. And this one's the one I wanted to look at. So this one is probably the best opportunity, I think, out of all the meme coins right now. This guy. So its profit targets, 4 times away. There's nothing else really in here that hasn't been already rebalanced, except for this area here. So, it's a 4 times your money kind of trade. All right, you guys got any questions or wrap it up? Pretty sure if you're not into crypto, you're like, yeah, this is boring as fuck. Oh, Bitcoin. Let's look at. See if that balance held or not. I believe it did. It looks like it did. Yes, sir. All right, I'm gonna go long here on BTC. Make some monies. Make that big money. So yeah, go like $55. So that way they don't get on my ass. See this? You see this right here? They're doing it on 55 fucking dollars. Super frustrating, man. I'm gonna have to like create another account or something. I don't think they're used to fucking people making money or something. I don't know what it is. But I noticed if you just reload the page, it eventually will let you. Just gotta keep doing it. Yeah, so I don't really know, Joshua. I haven't really experienced that before. I did read though that it's a bullish event. Because where's the supply of Bitcoin come from? The people that do the halving, right? Not do the halving, but the miners, right? So the miners, their price of making Bitcoin goes up. And what happens when suppliers, what happens when Walmart's has to pay more for gas, or um, any of these companies, Target, has to pay more for shipping. It gets transferred to the consumer. So everyone else but the miners is a consumer. So the miners are only dudes that are creating Bitcoin. The rest of us are using it. We're all at their whim of what they want to sell it for. So um, that then creates a floor on Bitcoin. If you look at like data, so Bitcoin's price as it goes up, it's always being floored by the average cost for the miners to make it. So it's usually like there's a zone there, of course. It's not like perfect, but there's usually like, a good few $1,000s between, what it costs them and what they're selling it for. That's that profit margin here. And it follows Bitcoin all the way up. So I read an article that said that after the halving, the average price will be um, somewhere around $56,000 per coin to produce. So that should put the floor there. That's what I'm getting at. That it should stop it from going down below that. I'm not selling my Bitcoin though. I made a pact to myself, because every time this happens, man, it happened again this year, and I swore I wasn't gonna do it again. Every year you see it like fucking 16,000 and you're like, man, I should have bought it. Or you did buy it and then you sold it. And then 2 months later, when it gets to 70,000, you're like, fuck, I should have just held on to it. And then, yeah, so I'm not doing that no more. Dave, that's a good question, man. It's something I've been considering. So, I still have like struggle with my own struggles, right? So one of my own struggles is losses, right? Just like the rest of us. Like, if I take too many losses in a row, it's very easy for me to go into like a tilt state, or I'm just emotionally like off tilt. I would make stupid decisions. So in the past, when I have tried to do that, all it did was just speed up my uh blowing my accounts. So I stopped doing the copy trading. So now I just rotate them throughout the day. Usually, like, it's pretty easy to trade, 3, 4 accounts at once. It's pretty simple and easy to do. Um, but I'm trying not to do it between companies, because that's where it gets tricky going back and forth. I went through my stats and I was giving back almost $200 per trade. So that's a lot of money. But yeah, you're correct. It would be easier, but until I've gone, at least 6 months without blowing blowing an account, then I'm not going to do it, man. I've had clients blow 10 plus accounts. I've blown 5 plus. Um, you know, if you blow one funded account, that pain's not cool. So I can only imagine 5, I was disgusted with myself. Because you know how it just happens like a blur. You don't even really know what happened once you go into tilt. Alrighty, guys. But you're right. That's the way to do it, man. It's definitely the way to do it. But yeah, I'm just not quite there yet. I made a lot of money last month. I have nothing to complain about. So, um, yeah, I made almost fucking as much as last month. I made almost as much as it took me to make all year at my job. All year at my job. Like it's crazy to even say that. Like I made it's just nuts to think that I would live off of that much money. Like looking back, like once you quit your job, you're gonna be like, I don't know how I did it. Because you don't. Like I don't understand like what I was doing. Why was I going to that place and then them giving me, you know, $3,500 a month of work where I was spending 40 hours plus a week, 9 hours a day. Yeah, it's just like if I look back, it's just fucking nuts. Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can get there too. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'll tell you that much. Have you got a payout yet, Joshua? You seem really intelligent, dude. So I mean, what's the ish? It's emotions probably. Cut like if you're having any kind of emotions, you have to cut your trading time at one set in a setting down to no more than 30 minutes. And that will stop tilt from happening. Because it's a cycle for me anyways. I mean, we're all a little bit different, but I've helped like almost 200 traders now, and it's always this cycle here. Uh, that's like a horrible depiction, but it'll work. I can't do that. That thing is just fucking disgusting. Okay, so I'm gonna go long here once it breaks the trend line. So it's a cycle, right? So let's do it like this. All right. So the trader begins trading. He trades. Everything's great. You know, usually like when I start out, beginning of the day, I might take a loss or two, but I bounce back from it really quick. You know, nothing bad comes from it. Trades. And then 20 minutes later, takes a loss. And then this loss is aggravating. But it's not like the end of the world. You're still in control. Your stress levels rising a little bit. Uh, it's a little bit of cortisol is being released into your bloodstream, which that then affects the way you look at the market. So already at that first loss at about 20 minutes, the way you look at the market is way different than the way you did 20 minutes ago. It's completely different. Um, Especially if you have any other kind of outside things going on, drug use, alcoholism, fighting with your wife, any little fucking thing's gonna fucking increase your stress level and it's gonna become even worse. All right. And then this is the one that people don't stop. So at about 20 minutes from there, maybe they take a win, maybe they take a loss, and then here they're gonna take a outsized loss or make a mistake that they normally wouldn't make. That's gonna fucking piss them off and make them upset. It's gonna result in a blown account. It's gonna make you feel like you fucked up. You're pissed. So I call this the angry trade. It's my angry trade. I get pissed because I knew here I should have stopped, right? Because it's about 20 to 30 minutes. I can feel the stress. I can feel the frustration building, and that's that cortisol in your bloodstream being released, and then it affects your decision making ability. And then here, what happens when you're angry? Fight and flight kicks in. What kicks in when that does? Fucking adrenaline. So now you have adrenaline and cortisol in your bloodstream. And then this is where you start the blur. I don't know what the fuck even happened. Like, how did I take 34 trades on a on a 1 minute chart that was just downtrending and I fucking went long every 2 points until I blew every account I had. I've done that so many times. I don't even know what happened. Like I'll just like be there like, oh fuck. And then my wife would be like, what happened? I'm like, yeah, I just blew all my accounts. So why didn't you stop? I'm like, I don't know. And it's that I don't know. It's because of this here. You have cortisol, adrenaline, It's like a drug. Your perception of reality is totally fucking off the wall, gone. So once you get to that stage, you're fucked. I don't give a fuck what you do. Someone that the most important person in the world could be like, hey, you should stop. You should just put the mouse away. Just stop. But once you go over this edge here and you start trading, after this point, you're fucked. Well, I'm fucked. Like, I could be like, I don't know, someone could be like, hey, I'll give you 100 grand, bro. Just chill. And I'm so like frustrated and I want to get that back because I was in such a hurry to get funded and in such a hurry to get that payout that I was hurting myself. If I would just chilled for a minute. It took me a while to realize this. Like, if I would just chill, I could have been done with this so much sooner. But because it took me a long time to identify this point here, which this point for me is always at about 30, usually about 30 to 45 minutes. You know, not every day. Some day you could have a good day, but on average, somewhere around there of active trading. Like, I'm not saying like putting on trade chilling. I mean, like, you're pushing buttons, scalping, or making decisions every few minutes. But so I don't allow myself to get to this point. I think um I think maybe 2 weeks ago I got there pretty good. Um I believe I had like 7 funded accounts, and by the end of the day I had one. Something like that. I think I had, yeah, it was over. And then it wasn't like in one day, it was like a days where it just like this would happen, and just blowing accounts, blowing and blowing until I had one funded fucking account left. And then I was like, dude, I need to fucking chill. So yeah. Yeah. Get like one of those timers, man. You know, like those old school timers that that's what I got. And then it worked really well for me because the timer's fucking kind of annoying. And then if you're trading at home or whatever, your wife's gonna hear it or your girl or whatever. So people are gonna hear it. And then I don't advise telling them what you're struggling with, but it could be beneficial depending on your personality. Yeah, because they don't understand, man. No one fucking understands what we go through. And yeah, one of these ones, where's it at? Yeah, like one of these ones is what I got. Yeah, like that. It's just like that, actually. Yeah, put that on there, like click it 20 minutes, and then, yeah, that's the only way I could get past that shit, dude. And a lot of you guys are like, that's not me. I already know it. I already know because I've dealt with so many people, so many traders. Most traders, it's quite funny though. Most traders, because trading is gambling, right? It's a form of gambling. It releases dopamine just like pushing that fucking button at the fucking lottery machine. It's the same fucking thing. It's dopamine. Your brain is getting flooded with dopamine when you take a trade. Whether you win or lose, your brain is like a fucking needle in your arm. Like, whoo, you're getting that rush. So a lot of people get addicted to trading. Like, you're a junkie. So what happens when you tell a junkie that they should quit doing heroin? I know, because I used to be one. I'd be like, fuck you. And I'm going to ignore whatever they said. I don't give a fuck what they said. They could have said that. They could give me the best advice in the fucking world, but because I'm addicted, I'm not going to hear a damn word of it. So most traders, when I say this, they will, they'll just skip over it like I never even said it and go to strategy. Like they'll say like, oh yeah, I definitely get what you're saying. So what about this strategy though? And I'm like, whoa, hold up, man. Like I just said this, man. You need to stop trading though first, because I can give you the best strategy in the world. But if you're gonna sit there and fucking trade for an hour straight and expect to make good decisions, then it doesn't matter because you're not gonna be looking at the market correctly. You gotta think the market looks different once you're in that state. Once you're in this state here, I'd say even after this state, after you take that like first couple losses, after 20 minutes, like here, in this state here, you're good. But once you get into this like area here, it gets a little dangerous, but you can still fuck with it. Like it's still possible. Like you can still make money, but it's gonna be a little bit harder. But once you're in here, the market does not look the same. It could be the clearest fucking uptrend in the goddamn world, dude. And I would short that bitch. Like, I would look back. Have you ever had that happen where you look back and you're like, what the fuck, dude? It was a trend day up. And I was shorting every single pullback. I still remember. Like, I still remember. It's like burned in my brain the one time I did it. I was on my lunch break and I don't know, I think there's some high impact news or something, and it was just like fucking trending down like this, like a downtrend, and I was just in here on like a 1 minute. It's back when I traded straight S&C, so I would look like for fair value gaps. I put them in my chart. I think I had an indicator actually that would put them on my chart. So there's like an indicator every couple points, like a level. And every time it hit it and showed any kind of reaction, I would enter, stop. And it just went on like that for 40 minutes. And it was just like, it's the weirdest shit I ever experienced because I didn't know, like, in the moment, I just did it. You know? All right, rant over, guys. I just think it's really important. I really think that's the biggest thing that you can do. It sounds simple, it sounds easy, and I know you guys are focused on strategy. I understand that. I get it. But you guys have a badass strategy. Like that back to half back is the best strategy you're gonna find, in my opinion. I don't think there's anything better. I haven't found anything better. So yeah, it is, gunman. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, for real. No, you're good, Joshua. Share it up, dude. I'm sorry I wasn't reading it. Oh, damn, Joshua. Yeah, scalping's hard, man. It's no joke. Um, it happens so fast, gunman. It does, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why you know that your perception is skewed. Like, like, I don't know if you guys have done drugs, but like I used to be a junkie. So, when you do like coke or any kind of drug, really, time speeds up. Like, whoosh. That's what happens in trading too. Because even when you're losing, you're still your brain's just like pumping you dopamine, just like bah, but I feel it because I used to be a junkie, so I'm like, oh shit. I'll be like, whew, like I can feel a high kicking in. All right, I'm gonna short this bitch. Even when I lose, you still get a dopamine rush. Doesn't make a difference to your brain. It's the random rewards because you don't know if you're gonna win or lose. Like we have an idea, but we don't know for sure, and that creates that. So if you're sick and tired of blowing up, you know what to do now. You don't have any more excuses, man. It's on you. And no one talks about that. They talk about over trading, but what is over trading? You know, there's so many different definitions of over trading. Like that could be anything. For me, I can trade as much as I fucking want as long as it's not past 30 minutes. As you guys seen on stream, like I'll fucking kill it the first 20. After that though, it starts this like downward spiral that if I don't like if I'm like you know, upset about it or evaluations don't happen to me anymore, but a funded account or like a big options account, I'll fucking get all tilty on that shit. See that? I just put this on. You guys see this shit? You see it? I just put it on like 30 seconds ago. Where'd it go? See, they're fucking. I swear these guys are fucking with me. Sometimes it just disappears though. Like it's loading. It works much better on my phone. This app does. What do you mean close? No. Oh, okay. So now I thought they closed it. So now I closed that second trade earlier. So now it's 177% gain. Like that would take forever in options, man. That'd take a hot minute. It's been like 30 seconds. How many seconds has it been? It's been 1 minute. I already doubled my money. Telling you guys, come on here so I can take bigger trades, man. Like you can tell I'm the only one trading it right now because it says 40K right there, and that's about what this is in leverage. Yeah, size 40K. So short open interest, long. There's no one long open interest, so that's why they're not allowing me to trade big size. I need size because if I could put on instead of $50, if I could put on 500, 600, 1,000, I would fucking be up $500 right now. I'd be up $1,000 right now and cut it and just be like, cool, done for the day. Yeah, they're the same. Yeah, yeah, I should probably use that one more too. Yeah, I would dive in if I didn't still have a day job. What do you mean? Yeah, gunman though, like, that course isn't gonna be like, it'll be good, but I feel like you've been on here for a minute, man. Like everything I know, I've shared with you guys. Like at some point, you've heard me say it. So, yeah, I guess it's happening. Yeah, see, CGO that 20, and then 40, and then 60, and then once you hit like $300, it's on like Donkey Kong there, and then it becomes 6, 9, 12. It becomes really quick. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. You have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Mm.